Good morning, friends. It's been about a month since we last connected. Wow, lots has changed. It's Saturday morning, and I got a couple great things to let you know about in our lives, our family life, and our ministry here. I'm videotaping this from my little office here with Agard group in Alexandria, Minnesota. So Agard and Douglas Machine and some other local companies, since we moved back, they found out these crazy church planter, apostolic type minister people that start up stuff, moved back to Alexandria or Osakis, as you know. And they tapped our shoulders to help develop ministry here through their corporations. Pretty crazy stuff. We're actually developing micro churches through the business community here in Alexandria. What that means is we're offering a different alternative to how church and ministry and discipleship and everything, an alternative to everything, especially in this culture with COVID still happening and political fights and all kinds of craziness, right? It's a desperate need, desperate time in need of the gospel, the Spirit of Jesus to bring people together across the aisles, whatever the convictions are, mask, no mask, squirrel, no squirrel. I'm pro squirrel, by the way. But it's this time to be gracious and open our homes, open our dinner tables, be willing to invite people into our lives again. Model what this new normal is going to be about, bringing people together just in environments of grace. So here at the workplaces, so our time is divided into three ways. Pray for three big things today. Number one, our workplace ministry here. We spend about 25 hours a week or so just building relationships with these young men and women that are coming out of college with engineering degrees and all kinds of education and schooling and experience. Some older ones, but mostly young adults that just need friendship, that are so without any kind of foundation with the gospel. They might have had their parents' church or their background, but they really have a ton of questions, and they're waiting for us to bring relationship into that equation. We're all on social media, right? And even us, we feel kind of lonely at times and just scattered and not very well connected. So pray that these relationships, we're planning a dinner in our home. We're planning our first micro church in our home with other families in the community. But these businesses are the places that we are going to minister most of our time to be able to build connections here in the community. And it's an amazing, just last week, a young employee and his girlfriend asked me if they would be allowed, which was kind of funny, to be able to be connected with our ministry, to ask questions about Jesus. And they have a lot of questions, and they don't have church. They don't know what church is. They've never really been a part of anything, and they know they don't want to be a part of a traditional church where they can't ask questions and they can't get to know people. So they're pretty excited when they learn about what kinds of parties and dinners and backyard barbecues we're planning. So pray for this young couple. They're amazing, and they have a ton of questions about following Jesus. So that's a little glimpse into the world here in the business realm in Alexandria area that we moved back into. Many of you know we moved back home to be closer to our parents and Anna's parents. So just pray for their health, pray for our family as we reconnect with loved ones. The second piece of our ministry is also still church planting and coaching and training teams with our Creo collective. So pray for our team. We're always on the phone or on a Zoom call or traveling here in the Minnesota area to our different planting teams, our church teams. So pray for Warren, Minnesota, LeSueur, Minnesota, Mahnomen, Minnesota, our teams. St. Cloud, our team that we had left, just moved away from. Our people there are still ministering with refugee immigrant families. Down south, it's rural Minnesota, so they just need a lot of connection because it's lonelier in rural Minnesota, especially now. Yeah, our friends up north, gathering friends around barbecues up north in Warren, Minnesota. You can hear my coffee maker going off. It's coffee time almost. Um, Pray for. Last thing I want you to pray for is over the summer, over the last spring, we've done a lot of weddings, a lot of young couples just coming out of the woodwork, finding out about me, finding out about us. A lot of churches shut down, traditional pastors not really wanting or willing to do weddings, maybe a little bit of fear of large crowds and that kind of thing. But it's been an amazing discipleship ministry all over Minnesota. So traveling all over Minnesota, talking to young couples, connecting them into the church, into new fellowship, new community, wanting gospel-centered environments for them to grow and to learn more about Jesus and following Jesus as a new couple, as a young family, maybe. So just pray for these young couples and young families, that they would indeed find life in Jesus and this adventure of knowing Him and being on mission for Him. So thank you for supporting us still. We have these 6 teams across Minnesota, our CREO team across the country, and some international partners. If you want to ask questions about our network, please message me. And then our church planting, our micro church development through the workplaces here in the Alexandria area. Pray that these little micro churches would grow and multiply and minister and have a clear mission in our community here to bless this area. So thank you so much for listening, for being patient with us. We love you. Check the description for our address. I'll put a little note in there, our new address, if you maybe missed that the last couple months. But we love you so much. Thanks for being on our team. Bye-bye.